Hello, I'm Landis, and this is Subnautica. So, we have finally arrived. Made it all the way to the bottom of the ocean, and hopefully the last of the precursor bases. See if we can't find what has been sending us these messages. Whoa. Behave.
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
Not good. Whoa, these things. I have been told that they're not harmful. Let's have a scan. Oh, yeah, no, they are indeed not nice. Get out of it. Come here, you. Come here. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say that was not the best advice I've ever been given. This is a pretty big place. So, start having a look around. Let's get the propulsion cannon ready, actually. And some other advice I was given was that I would need 2 blue tablets. So in between this episode and the last, I've actually taken the time to make a second one. Enzyme 42 project data. According to translated data logs, an indigenous Leviathan species was found to produce a unique substance referred to as Enzyme 42, which inhibited the symptoms of the Carrara bacterial infection in other indigenous organisms. The specimen was captured and contained in a purpose-built habitat for further study. The alien researchers went to great lengths to provide for the lifeform's environmental needs, including the import of interdependent flora and fauna via an on-site warp gate. However, its health quickly deteriorated. When quarantine was imposed, all warp gates and force fields were sealed. All attempts to develop the enzyme into a vaccine had been unsuccessful. Warp gates, you say? Little metal spiders. Warp gates. Don't like him. Hey! Tanks. Tanks of green stuff. What are you? You are scannable. Yum. A big egg. Sea Emperor egg casing. The shell casing is formed from thick layers of carbon composite, suggesting an extensive gestation period. This Leviathan species may give birth just once per century, perhaps just once in their lifetimes. Precise incisions suggest a laser-based tool was used to cut open the egg casing and forcibly remove the fetus inside prior to full gestation. Time pressure to develop a bacterial vaccine may have driven the alien researchers to cut open this egg and remove the fetus for study. It is also possible that removed from its parent and natural habitat, some vital condition for the infant to hatch naturally was not met. Okay. Kinda get they were in a lot of trouble, but probably not a good idea to be messing around with things that size as babies. Oh, dude, I did not need to see a dead baby. Thanks. Found preserved in a display case, it was likely a child of the adult specimen contained within the facility. Superficial damage to the specimen indicates it was artificially removed from its egg casing. Stunted tissue development suggests the organism expired during the removal process. Tissue samples have been taken from the digestive tract. It appears the aliens were attempting to formulate a cure for the bacterium from enzymes produced in this specimen's digestive system. Without a young, healthy specimen, these efforts were in vain. Don't like these precursors now. More and more I find out about them, the less and less I like them. They left these annoying little spiders. The warpers possibly caused the actual outbreak. Get out of it. You can come here as well. Where's your friend go? Yeah. Why wouldn't you die? Wait. Yeah, let's get you all the way up there. Whee! You survived that. Ugh. Right, what we got? What horrible bit of torture is this? Translation device. This device stores linguistic data from over 1,000 different languages. The core of this device may allow alien text to be read and translated. Analysis of the onboard data reveals a number of ancient Earth languages, and the term CHBC Live appears many times in the device's data. Its import is unclear. The device seems to be configured to translate into the designer's language. It will not work the other way around. Okay, so you're useless to me. I can't get any of you out of here anyway. Alien building block. This rock-like object features organic as well as mechanical parts, and there are some genetic and technological crossover. The design of the self-warping constructs encountered elsewhere. It appears to serve no purpose in its current state and is awaiting some kind of activation sequence. Material such as this may have been a fundamental building block of the aliens' technology, or even the aliens themselves. Tracking implant. This construct is emitting a high bandwidth signal, consistent with alien transmissions intercepted elsewhere. DNA on the exterior indicates it was once implanted inside one of the lifeforms indigenous to 4546b. The size suggests the subject was a Leviathan class organism. Beyond tracking and broadcasting its location, the implant may also have recorded biological data on the subject. However, this data cannot be retrieved. Organic matter particulator. This device contains a highly unstable radioactive isotope, likely to destroy all organisms exposed to it, while leaving physical structures intact. Although it would function perfectly well as a weapon, it's more likely used to sterilize spaces for later inhabitation. Without instructions, it would be unwise to interact with it. Indeed. Empty case. Fantastic. Oh, not empty case. Scans show some form of advanced nanobot inside this seemingly empty case. These bots are substantially smaller than any developed within the Federation, and it is not possible to ascertain their exact function. It would, however, be unwise to release them. Great. Nanobots. Technological weapons for wiping out organic life. Replicator spiders. Stargates. Not cool. What's this way then? No matter how you look at it, these guys wasted a lot of space. Ooh, we got a Stargate. I don't think I brought any ion cubes. Did not. But pretty sure. Oops. I left a prawn suit with the drill arm. that seems to be a big ass iron cube. And that seems to be a really big iron cube. Let's go get the prawn suit. I'm not entirely sure why I left it at the front gate anyway. Standing up now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah. Get you some. That was fun. Not so scary now. Oh wait. What are you doing? Oh, no, come down. Oh, so you actually get into position for me to... Yeah. What the... What are you doing? Have I done something I shouldn't have? I'm quite good at doing that. Whoa. Are you making more? Oh, you're scannable. Ion Cube Fabricator. Okay. This device appears to be the origin of the raw mineral that forms the base of the ion cubes which power small alien systems. Likely drawing power itself from the main thermal plant, this device may represent an almost limitless source of energy. Awesome. Right, we went this way, didn't we? Now, let's see where you go. Just gotta hope it doesn't take me to the replicator homeworld. Wow. A very green looking cave. Hey, get out of it. You can do one as well. Tally ho. Right. Moving on. Meh. That does so little damage. What's behind door number 2? A big green corridor.
Fluid intake.
Oh, we're thirsty.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Starting to think I maybe didn't bring enough food.
This room appears to be a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
If each of these has got a data log, it's gonna take me days to read all of this. Hey. Fingers crossed. Okay. We're in luck. Just a picture of all of the eggs. There are a lot of eggs. Why not just take them? Can I have them, please? It'll save me so much time after this.
Integrating new PDA
See
data.
Emperor Leviathan research data. Specimen size categories have been adjusted upwards to accommodate this species. Alien research data indicates that despite its size, this species feeds entirely on microorganisms it filters from the water, which themselves depend on a complicated ecosystem of plant and animal life. Large ovary-like organs are carried in the creature's middle section, suggesting that, like other species on this planet, it produces eggs. However, internal scar tissue indicates probable infertility. Enzyme 42. The Emperor manufactures Enzyme 42 within its stomach cavity to break down its food, and will occasionally expel it into the surrounding waters. The substance was found to neutralize the effects of the bacterium, and its presence in the ecosystem today would explain how life on this planet survived the outbreak. It would remain to be explained by what mechanism the enzyme is being delivered. Comparative analysis of size and metabolic rates indicate the specimen captured by the researchers was approximately 1,600 years old. Extensive internal and external scar tissue suggests it had lived well in excess of the peak lifespan for its species. While a healthy Emperor specimen may have held some potential as a cure. It's unlikely any research subjects survived the quarantine procedures. Okay, so these guys exacerbated the situation. Just a nice big egg lab. Doesn't seem to be anything else fascinating in there. Move on to the next one. Are you going to be another portal? You are. Woohoo! Where are we going today? Perhaps this one will take me back to Earth. Whoa. 600 meters down. Oh, we're in the Lost River. Are we? It looks like the Lost River. The floor is all Lost River. And there's that horrible green stuff. I'm going to assume if I stand in it's going to hurt me. Never scanned you. Yeah. Okay. We're essentially in the Lost River, but whereabouts? I've looked quite extensively into the Lost River. How did I miss this? Just you're behind a waterfall. I wonder if I was to build a base which went into the portal and I stepped through the portal and then built more base on the other side. Could I effectively create a warped gate within like the base structure so you never leave the base? It's something I might have to experiment with. So we've done nearly half of this place. There's big. There we go, we did need a second blue tablet, so I'm going to assume that's where I need to go. And we're just going to grab some lore. Rudimentary tablets. This device shares many similarities with the tablets used to access the alien facilities. Although its structure is rather less complex, it may have served a similar purpose, granting security access and storing relevant data, and was thus kept here as a form of legacy support. Yeah. It looks more like it's a museum. Sword. I'm gonna need that, please. Ancient Earth Blade. An ancient earth blade dating back to the 13th century. Blood samples on the blade match the DNA of 7 separate heads of state from the period. The evidence supports the theory that the aliens are an ancient space-borne civilization engaged in the surreptitious study of less developed species. Alien carving. This carving is hundreds of thousands of years old and made from an unrecognizable natural fiber, grown on an unknown planet. It bears striking resemblance to the old Earth yin-yang symbol. The two competing theories may explain this similarity. Aliens visited Earth prior to the 4th century BC and influenced the development of the ancient Chinese philosophy. The concept of yin and yang is universal, since yin and yang describes the fundamental interdependency of seemingly opposite forces. It may be a necessary existential understanding in some form in all sufficiently developed civilizations. Tapering the two circles, union, into opposed and infinitesimally small points, the finite, is one logical way to represent this understanding, and may have been developed independently by species other than humans. This artifact is unpowered, suggesting it served a ceremonial rather than a practical purpose. The period resembles vines spiraling upwards towards the warm blue stone mounted above it. It may represent a plant found on the alien's homeworld, a building of religious import, or even the gravitational pull of their home solar system. Okay, it might just be a pretty vase. Circular object. Just getting lazy now. Holographic Projector. The device contains network apparatus and a holographic projection unit. It was likely used as a communications relay, capturing and projecting the image of the user to a remote location. There do not appear to be any other devices in range. Pretty sure those communicators will be used in the Stargate as well. Suspicious. I'm gonna guess you're a portal. Yep. Let's see where we are heading now. We've had the Crag Field and the Lost River. And we are here. This 300 meters down. Doesn't feel like 300 meters. Is this the gun island? Can't be a foot. Way. And what on God's green earth do you think you're doing here? That is not supposed to happen. Right, we are going to need another iron cube if this pattern is reoccurring. There we go. There's a good chance this is the one in the mushroom forest. Northwest. Yeah, it's gonna be the mushroom forest, isn't it? 142 meters down. But then, where does the one on the gun platform? Oh, we know the gun platform one. That goes to the thermal plant. And this is indeed mushroom forest. Because this is the little crater I used for lithium in the guide. Okay. We are learning. We can travel around the world pretty fast without cheating. Now, just to come up with some clever way of integrating these all together into a base design. Let's check out the last room in this big hallway and see what we've got. Water slide. I really want to have a go. That looks like so much fun. Hold on, we will get the right thing eventually. Oh no, that's pretty. Why can't I have a fish tank like that? And a water slide like that. I really want that water slide now. Inflow pipe. Peepers entering the containment facility. The pipes drawing water into the containment facility are filled with peepers arriving from the surface. The fish show no signs of distress. The specimens scanned have all consumed high quantities of seeds and organic matter from the surface. Some specimens are beginning to show the signs of infection. Okay, so they're coming in with seeds and the like, which they already said they were using to grow stuff like this. To keep the Emperor happy. Outflow pipe. Let me guess, they're going out with no infection. Enzyme host peepers leaving the containment facility. The outflow pipes are filled with peepers travelling back towards the surface. Specimens show no symptoms of the infection. All specimens scanned are carrying Enzyme 42, which data suggest inhibits the bacterium. Specimens' stomach cavities are otherwise empty, suggesting they may have purged the contents before entering the pipes. Assessment. If peepers have evolved to distribute the enzyme via the pipe network, this may explain part of the mechanism by which life on 4546b has survived since the bacterial outbreak. Damn, if they only did that to the bladderfish, then I'd probably be cured by now. Ventilation control. Water flowing to and from the primary containment facility is being automatically controlled, independently of other safeguards. Data on the water composition has been recorded. Inflow. Water is being drawn from different biomes around the surface of the planet. The water temperature is considerably lower than a volcanic environment outside the facility, while microorganism and nutrient counts are substantially higher. Outflow. Oxygen-deprived water is being flooded from the system and recycled back to the surface. In other words, super cool water slide, which I don't get to go on. Not cool. Would be nice if you could incorporate some of these things into your base design. There's a lot of things I like. Would be nice to be able to use construction of my own base. Not just the water slide. Big fish tanks would be cool too. Maybe little display cabinets for the trophies. And big pillars to show how rich I am in my solitude on 4546b. Now, let's see what's waiting behind door number 2. A giant open-spaced green room. I wasn't expecting that. If you enjoyed this video, then why not leave a like, perhaps subscribe, check out the rest of the channel. And if there's anything you'd like to see, then leave a comment and let us know. I've been Landis, thank you very much, and see you soon.